Start off with, like I said, introductions, where you're from, age.
Oh yeah, but basically my name is Dreal1of2 Carter. Dario Armstead is my real name. I'm from Oakland. I'm 22 years old. I dance, I fashion design. I also rap, sing, and do occasional modeling. This all started from, like I said, like years ago with my dance group, the Turfings. Like we got known over the internet for a dance video I did with my brother R.P. Rich D, and a lot of R.P. videos, but the main one was R.P. Rich D, got like 2.5 million views. And from there, it just took off for us, but you know, it also kind of moved slow. So we just like making it, trying to get everything back on track and get normal and get further and get everything where we got to get it. And but basically it all started like years ago, like 6 years ago. We was all just dancing, and then we had nowhere to dance, and we ended up coming to the center because it was the first place to hold battles where we was from, or basically around the area we was dancing in. So it was the first place we came because it was the only place that was stable to dance in. And from then on, from the moment they let us up in here to dance, do a dance battle, we wouldn't stop coming because it's like they got a dance floor, we can keep dancing, we can listen to our music. The way that they showcased it was just perfect. It was just perfect. It's like a perfect place to be. You want to be able to do something with art, anything really. So like we just kept coming. It's like 5 years later, about to be 6 up in May, for this center being here. Basically over the years, like my role being here has just been a member, and occasionally I've been assigned on to do different things as an intern, but mostly like I've been a member. And I finally came down to the fact it was like a lot of the people here who mentored me, who's left or who's still here, I just kind of like fall in the same position after listening to them and getting all the knowledge from them. I just kind of fell in that position of wanting to help all my young partners. I call them youngsters. So basically all my youth here that's in the same position I was in when I was a youth. Like I'm still considered youth of my age, you know, but I had to mature pretty quickly under my circumstances. So I just be like, I can help people that's, you know, younger than me by years or a couple of years, a lot of years. It don't really matter. I could just help them with getting away from what the statistics is here, or getting away from what the image is here. Because, you know, from being from here, our image is aggression and violence, and that's all we see every day anyway, and that's all we hear from when we go out of the state, out of the city, or wherever we go. So we understand like that's what the youth here portray, or that's the vibe that they get, so they end up developing those same ways about themselves. So basically, like, I guess being here, it helped me understand what a statistic is and like what they are in Oakland, and it helped me understand I don't want to be one. And it also helped me understand like I don't want my friends being them. And I don't want, that's how I see anybody. I don't see anybody on a different level. I may be mentoring some, and I may be able to talk to some because they look at me and they look up to me. And the way they look at me is like a figure of a community that's been through it all, been in the papers and everything, and I still came to make myself something. I still see that I'm in this world to be something better than just a prodigy of the ghetto, is what they call it. So basically, like, I spend my time here, like, developing myself as an artist, as well as helping those that aren't on the same experience level I'm on. I get them on the same level, because when I came here, I didn't know how to work Pro Tools, Final Cut. I didn't even know what a digiboard was, period. So now when it comes down to it, I'm in the studio, I get to tell the youngsters that come in and want to talk about 40s and stuff like that, I get to tell them, like, you ain't got to talk about all that. Talk about learning something better, or even just to be real with the kids here. Y'all all want to showcase y'all art and get somewhere. So as most of the times, you know, my words is, how you going to get to point A and point B when you stuck way still in the numbers? You know, you go all the way through the numbers, then you get to the alphabets, you way still in the numbers. So it's just basically like you still stuck on your past. You know, you need to get further and get towards your future, point A and point B. You know, you can't be way somewhere else, not even knowing your ABCs, basically. And we, you know, bicker and stuff because that's the way youth do. But considering like I'm older and I know that, you know, it's no point of going down to that level. The best way to show somebody is through your actions. I always get to level out with them, because then they understand, like, man, I want to have tattoos. I want to be able to, if it's a girl, I want to be able to, you know, have this much swag where all the dudes looking at me, or I want to be able to, dudes, I want to have all these tattoos and girls looking at me, you can't do that being a jerk or being bad or just being nonchalant about everything. You got to be real. You got to be you. You got to understand what it is to strive hard and get it. I learned at a young age to work and strive hard and what struggle is. So I get them to understand your struggles is not the most part of it. It's just the beginning of where you're going to be in your destiny or how far you're going to get. And a lot of times you see there's way more potential in these kids than that's actually showcased because these kids got talent. So I ain't going to lie, I'm a fan. And that's how I treat them. Like, I like your song, I like your song. I'm sorry. I'm going to show you that I like your song. I'm going to dance to it or whatever. And most of the kids be like, he dancing to my song and he known, he famous. They'll look at me like that because of, all this attention I've been getting from the news and stuff like that. But I let them know, like, I ain't famous. I'm not nowhere near famous. I'm just like you. I'm from here. I just want to show you that it's way more you can do. All that violence and everything, throw it out the door because they told me like this. Before I changed my life around, it's a bunch of hard thugs and gangsters in jail. And then there's squares, nerds. That's really the smart people, the people that's going to work every day, handling their business. That's who out here living life and having fun and enjoying themselves. And it's all them thugs and gangsters and hard people in jail looking at men for the rest of their life or looking at women for the rest of their life or struggling, getting stuff took from them or whatever you go through in jail. And a lot of times people will tell you, jail ain't what it's cracked up to be. And that's because, they become so accustomed to that lifestyle. But jail is what you hear and more. It'll deprive you of your humanity because the simple fact is you're getting treated some way you've never thought or imagined. So, I tell kids the honest way. And I guess me being a member here and me being able to connect to them on that type of level, they come at me the honest way. Like, what you're saying is real, but I got to live like this. And I tell them why you don't got to live like that. Because I done went from living in a park to living in a house and being able to take care of myself at one point to being not able to take care of myself and got to depend on somebody else, but back to being able to take care of myself. And all it took was me to understand that all my struggles ain't really as hard as what they is. And I teach the kids the same thing. You can be out here, all your partners shooting and killing people, but they got to deal with all this court system and being taken away from their parents, their brothers and sisters, never seeing you again. You get to grow and become something of yourself. So regardless if I reach just the kids up here, I plan to reach all the kids in the world, but man, like all the people that's in this violent era that want to live and think violent is the best thing because it's not. You can be violent, and where is it going to get you? You can be nice, humble, and respectful and get all the places in the world. I noticed that.
Can you reset it real quick?